Greetings, this is Scholar Saunders Singh. What's current? Oh man, take you back 11 years. I mean, this is not even news, but it's like a new development of a very old story. Terrence Punch Henderson of TDE, Top Dawg Entertainment, recounted a story from 2013 at a MTV Video Music Television Video Music Award after party in 2013. He tells us there was a scuffle, there was a fight between Diddy and J. Cole, allegedly, because he didn't name names. He didn't put anybody's name in his mouth. He just said, this nigga over here and that nigga over there, and the whole front row looked like the front row of the Grammys, or just he didn't really give out too much information. So he just talked about the scuffle. The new part, the main part that is interesting now, I guess, is the fact that Diddy allegedly said and during the scuffle, it was J. Cole. J. Cole saw Diddy pick up a bottle, and he was like, "What? You're gonna hit me over the head with the bottle?" And allegedly, Diddy said, "No, I'm gonna break it on this table and slit your throat." This is Mr. Love. This is Mr. Brother Love, and everybody get together and have fun, and let's have white parties. This is drag Cassie out of the hotel room while he's holding on to the white robe. This is him. This is this guy is totally unhinged. He's a gangster, but he's completely unhinged. He has no qualms. He has nothing. And then he goes back to say, "Oh God, oh Jesus, hallelujah, thank you, Lord." Drop to your knees and beg and plead to the throne of grace. Like, it's so goofy. Like, this story got picked up. I'm just like, I'm in awe. I'm just sitting back like, really, nigga? Like, really? Okay. Like, and then they show, years later, this is 2021, so this is 3 years later, they showed him on Revolt. J. Cole and they were patched up, and Diddy was like fake fighting him and punching him into the gut. He was just doing little taunt moves, but it was all in play. He wasn't serious. But I think it is serious how Diddy's temper is just completely it's horrific. He has a quick temper. He doesn't think. He doesn't use his brain. He doesn't use reason. He uses irrationality and whim. And just like any gangster, just most gangsters, they don't think. They just say, "I got a weapon and I'm gonna use it and I'm gonna shoot him or stab him or something like that. Or I'm gonna do some kind of damage to them or harm them some way." So goofy. It's so weird. It's just a weird space. It's a weird, goofy, goofy way to be. Like, it's so goofy. Like, this story is picked up. Like, I tell you, it's on Hot New Hip Hop, the second most popular story. I wanted to do it was the most popular, but it's since been downgraded to second trending topic. I think it's the number one on Hip Hop DX. Let me make sure. Yep, it's still the number one box on Hip Hop DX. So it just seems really goofy and weird to me and stupid and just an annoyance that Diddy would be like, "Oh, vote or die, vote or die." And is he still saying vote or die this year? Is he gonna be all vote or die? I doubt it. I don't think he has any clout. I don't think he has any power. He's lost all his power. He really had. He's really like a sitting duck. He's worse than Joe Biden, President Joe Biden. He's the real sitting duck. He has nothing left for his entire life. Like, we don't believe you. You need more people. You lied about Cassie. You're a liar. You lied about that. Said no. I didn't do anything against Cassie. I didn't touch her. We see the video. This nigga's going hard, beating her in the head, dragging her. It wasn't me. That was an imposter. That was an actor. That was all simulation. It's just complete bullshit. you know. So, but the way Punch describes the scene is almost better that he didn't name names in a way, because you're like filling in the dots yourself. You're filling in the different spaces and coloring in the scenery. Because he said, like, this nigga over here came over with the bottle, like this whole row looked like the front row of the Grammys. This this nigga came in over here. I hear from the back. Like, the way he paints the picture is like, it's better because you're able to fill in all that yourself. You're able to use your imagination. You're able to understand it better. So I actually appreciate it, because most times it's like, keep my name in your mouth, unless you're talking to the DA. Then you gotta be quiet. Then shut your mother mouth. Be quiet. Keep your name out my mouth at that time. But anyway, but if it's somebody on the corner, somebody that's mother, father, sister, brother, cousin, niece, nephew, got shot or got stabbed up or is killed or something like that, then you open your mouth. Then you use names. Then you name names. That's when you use names. That's keep snitching. That starts snitching. That's the difference we have to make in our lives. So this whole story is just goofy gang shit. It's really goofy to me. I think it really shows the lack of discipline that Diddy has. He's a hothead. I talked about this before. He's a real hothead. He doesn't know how to discipline himself. He maybe needed go to martial arts training or something like that. That's one of the best ways you can learn how to defend yourself, and how to calm yourself in a situation and know how to diffuse a situation in a lot of cases. You can save your life. You can save someone else's life that you care about. That's one of the best ways to do it. I think it's sad in a way, because it's like they were telling me, like, well, who doesn't not like J. Cole other than college girls who want to listen to some booty music, want to listen to Sexy Red. I mean, that's a meme. It's like, we're having a party and then we're not playing J. Cole. Like, that became a meme somehow, somewhere. So these college girls that want to play like Sexy Red and Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion and all these different rappers and stuff like that. They want to listen to that hood shit. They don't want to listen to, that's thought provoking. He flipped the line on that. Yeah. That was a dope bar. They ain't caring about that. And J. Cole knows it. He's got his own select supporters. He's got the educated women, who had the professional job, who had, they may take off their heels on the dance floor, but they're still, learning, the craft of hip hop and, writing essays and different stories for different publications and stuff like that. So that's the J. Cole is. Diddy is an unhinged gangster. That's one of the worst gangsters you can have. He's like worse than, I would say probably his name is Scarface, but I can't think of his name right now. God damn it. What's his name? Oh God, Al Capone. Jesus Christ, Al Capone. He was like, he would keep it cool until the moment, and then he would probably break somebody's fingers off. Like, that's the kind of guy. Allegedly, I wouldn't say he actually did that. I should say he allegedly did that. But that's the kind of mind state that they have. These gangsters. Diddy's not a musician. He's not an artist. He's a gangster, masquerading as an artist and a rapper and a producer and stuff like that. He can't really rap. He's not really the best rapper. He's not really the best producer because he doesn't really produce the songs. He may have had like a little, cut on the song, maybe provided a drum beat or something like that, but that's about it. He left it to the hitman. He left it to his producer gang, the hitman. Then, you have the idea of him being, very forceful for women. Like, what was it with Kim Porter? We may never know, but Kim Porter had, the inside scoop. She let him into her room. She knows something. She knew something. She died. She passed away, but she knew something about Diddy that we don't even know. And it was alleged that, she had on her a hard drive somewhere on Kimora Lee's house. And it was, I think it was allegedly, I'm gonna say alleged because I'm not sure, it was lost in the fire. And it had on it information about Diddy. So, we have to really, delve into that idealism. That's the weird, space that we have to, contend with. That's the strange area where we all have to, seek. Because it's part of our heritage, it's part of our lineage as Americans and other people around the world, but especially Americans. All we know is blood. That's the only thing we know. I said that before. I said, 50, I think it was 50 Cent. I could be wrong, but it was definitely a rapper that said it'd be hard as hell. I'm paraphrasing, but it'd be hard as hell to make a picture of the American flag without using the color red. That's deep. That was a deep line. That's true, because that's what it represents. That the white is purity, blue is like bravery or honesty or something like that, and the red is the blood that was shed. There's no question what the red represents. I don't remember what does the blue represent in the flag. My dumb ass. See, I'm just talking shit, and I don't even know where I'm going. Blue and I'm just trying to see what it means. Hold on, let's see. Blue American flag means it's significant. What this? This is not it. Here we go. The color blue on the American flag represents vigilance, perseverance, and justice. The specific shade of blue used is known as Old Glory blue, which is made from indigo dye. White represents purity, innocence, independence, and holding true to our ideals. Red represents valor, bravery, hardiness, and the blood shed by those who fought for the country. So I would challenge you to make the American flag without the color red. All this goes back to, the earliest days of the revolution. And before that, when slaves were taken over from Africa, the bloodshed on those ships and during the Middle Passage. That's what we have to contend with. That's what we always have to think about. And it extends all the way up to now, to the present day, or, to modern day, with people like Diddy, who claims to be, he's an FBA, he's Foundational Black American, and he doesn't have any real standing anymore. He took away his key. They took away the key to the city. Did he? What? He has nothing. I didn't see. Maybe you all can correct me, but I don't think there's anybody that's come to his side or his rescue or anything like that. Especially after seeing what he did to Cassie. So I don't see it happening. I don't see that occurring. Him making a comeback or anything like that, making anything significant. There's some underlying crazy mess that goes on because he's definitely canceled. He and who has been uncanceled? Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson was uncanceled for the Atlanta episode from like 5 years ago or 4 years ago. I can't remember how many years it was. Was it 4 or 5 years ago? Maybe 3 years ago. I could be wrong. I don't know, somewhere around there. But anyway, you can be uncanceled, but I don't think Diddy can be uncanceled. He went too deep. He went too far. He went to a bridge too far. He went beyond the pale. I'm using a lot of cliches right now. But no, he's crack this bottle and slit your throat. This is brother love. This is thank you, God, for giving me the chance, and it's hard now. Look, what does he say? So, one day we'll see you again or something that's on I'll Be Missing You, which he doesn't get a dime from, which Sting gets all the royalties and residuals from. Has them, I think he has the master recording of that song. I don't think Diddy owns it, and it went like super platinum. Maybe even diamond by now. Let me check. Let me see where that song is. Missing You. How many units it sold? Certifications and sales. 3 times platinum in the United States of America. 3 times platinum. It was in the number one for over looks like over a dozen different uh, uh, countries, 1 or 2, top 10, Billboard Hot 100, number 1, year-end charts, number 1. And I don't think he gets a dime. Maybe that's why he's so angry. I don't know. He doesn't get a dime from it. So, and he, like I said, it's the delivery. He has delivery. That's one of the things. And I used to love Diddy's shit talking. He was one of the best shit talkers in hip hop. Listen to what he says on Waka Flocka Flame and Gucci and Rick Ross, the remix to Oh Let Do It. Got my billions up with them white folk. Now I don't give up because I'm richer than them white folk. Lamborghini truck. Y'all ain't even seen it yet. Her and the Diddy bro, just the Diddy bopping land my jacket. Like, he was flowing. Like, he didn't write that, obviously. He obviously didn't write that. Somebody wrote it for him. But it doesn't matter. He had delivery. The way that he delivered those lines, he had just talking shit. And he just did that on anybody's right. And in the videos, I'm an old ass nigga, so I'm going way back. This is going back like 26 years. This goes back to like 98, 99, something like 26, 25, 26 years. But Nas, when he had Hate Me Now when he had the Tigers coming in and he had back then when Cristal was Cristal, they were still drinking it at that time. He was drinking it. He had the fur on. He had spitting out the Cristal because he got money like that. I could had this $100 bottle of champagne and I could spit it out on y'all because I got money like that. Like, he just had that whole zeal, that whole zest, not zest, but that whole liveliness, that whole sensibility, that whole thoughtfulness of being somebody that was, of a different cloth. He's definitely cut from a different cloth. He's a gangster. He's what he is. He is what he is. He is a gangster. He's not a musician. He's not an artist. He's not a rapper. He's not a producer. He's a gangster. He made y'all think that he was a rapper and a gangster and an artist and producer and through all these different things. But the white parties and the party and the Diddy Bop and all that, it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all screen to show you that this guy is really a gangster. He allegedly put the hit out on Tupac. He allegedly put a hit out on Biggie. Allegedly, I'm saying allegedly. I don't know. I have no facts to back that. I cannot confirm nor deny the fact that he sent a hit out on Tupac or Biggie. But Eminem, excuse me, I was say Drake. Eminem is claiming that he could have been the one to have done it. He talks about Biggie being the domino effect or something like that to that extent. That's serious. That's real. That's real talk. And Eminem knows, he knows himself. He said, I could be the next one. He said, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, like, I could be the next in line to be another rapper killed by, allegedly by Diddy. Because Diddy is a hot-headed gangster. I'll say it over and over and over and over again until we all understand who he is and what his whole modus operandi is. What he thinks, what or not think. He doesn't think. He emotes. He's very emotional. That's the reason why he got the name Puffy. You think this is an accident? You think this he just started this way because he got into the music business? His name is Puff Daddy and Puffy because that's the face he would make when he was about to get into a fight with somebody. His face would get all puffy because he was about to fight somebody. He was about to get into a scuffle. Then, of course, he changed it to P. Diddy, then Diddy, because Biggie, I think, was the one that called him, was the first one to call him Diddy. Then he had P. Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop, and all that. He didn't have those names, but that was in the video with Ben Stiller. We ain't going nowhere. Yeah, so no, this is that weird section that we have to live in, with these celebrities. These notable figures, notorious now. Diddy's now notorious. He's the notorious Diddy. He is notorious. He is, a mess. He has multiple lawsuits against him. No charges. I have to repeat that. I said that on the last show. No charges. Not one. All kinds of lawsuits, all kinds of sexual assault, kinds of copyright infringement and masters being taken and residuals being stolen and all this kind of shit. Doesn't amount to nothing. Doesn't amount to anything. Doesn't amount to a thing. Because he really is that guy. He is that gangster. And that's not a good thing. That's not something to be proud of. Even though that's part of hip hop. Oh, I'm a gangster. I'm a thug. I'm a savage. It's like they're stealing. They're trying to steal thunder. You got Young Thug. You got 21 Savage. You got there's all kinds of gangster boos and this is gangster and that's gangster and everything. It's like, no, that's not what you want to be, but that's what people are calling them. Before they get a chance to even open their mouth. Oh, that's a gangster. Oh, that's a thug. Oh, that's a savage. So they say, shit, let me steal their thunder. Take what what they were going to say about me and flip it. And I'm going to say, that's my name, or that's the song I'm going to rap about, or that's the CD and CD. This is the streaming service I'm going to, put my record music on. So goofy. It's so goofy. So weird. So weird. We live in such a strange space, and that's why I have to advocate for objectivism and objective hate. Objectivism is the Glock, is the Glock, right? And objective hate is the switch. Objectivism controls all the entirety of the weapon, that you have to use in the fight. But the hate, you gotta have extra firepower. You have to have extra, ammunition. That's the switch. That's the objective hate. By objectivism is by Ayn Rand, and objective hate is by Troy Star Terrain. So that's how I use it in my mind. It's like that's the situation for me, and that's like Message. If you remember from Don't Be a Menace, while drinking your juice in South Central. I think that's the Hill thing. Don't be a menace while drinking your juice in South Central. Don't be while in the hood. Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. Classic movie, classic film, great satire, wonderful satire. Has great, different scenes to it. But yeah, that's what it's like. That's what it's like. It's like, don't be a menace. Because he had that, he's sitting with the kid, one of the Wayans brothers, I think it was Shawn Wayans. Shawn Wayans, he's sitting there with the kid, he's got a gun in his hand. He's like, now the gun is like your mind. And these bullets are like your thoughts. He's like, and Keenan Ivory Wayans is like the mailman, and he comes out during parts of the show of the movie. He's dressed up in different attire, and he just says "message." Like that's like they had these like really vicious and harsh and disgusting scenes and movies and stuff like that, and they have these like really poignant and like, yeah, that's deep. Yeah, oh yeah, that's deep. That's what's going on in these streets. Yeah, we gotta change that. And let me talk about that. Since we're talking about TDE and Punch, let me talk about his affiliate, Kendrick Lamar. I talked about him yesterday, or it was yesterday or the day before. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I was saying, it was yesterday because I had on the white hoodie. I had to see it. If you didn't see it, check it out. Yeah, Kendrick Lamar. I lost my train of thought that fast. God damn it. You have the Punch, Kendrick Lamar. I don't know, but anyway, though that's the way it has to go. It has to be. You have these rappers that are masquerading as rappers and artists and people that are have abilities and skills, but they're really just scum of the earth. Scum of the earth, terrible people, horrible people. And we pass them on, and they get platinum records and diamond certified records, and we just it's nothing. Oh well, keep it moving. Oh well, no, nobody cares. It's all right. So goofy. It's so weird. I think with people like Punch, he had a role to play. He had he was just on the podcast. He was on Tank and I think his name is Jay Valentine. Jay Valentine's podcast. I hate calling it a podcast. It's a broadcast because there's nobody uses an iPod anymore. Or at least if you have an iPod sealed from 2001, it's worth like tens of thousands of dollars. That's real talk. That's serious. I should have done that with my iPhone. But you usually think in your mind, you're like, oh, I have to get this one iPhone. And plus, it's like too much money to spend on two iPhones. But when I do get some money, I'm gonna be like Pete Davidson. Pete Davidson is buying like every VHS unused tape ever created, just as a backup, just in case something goes left in his career. So that's that's the seriousness of the business of music and the business of entertainment. It's all about the business. Don't get it confused, folks. Everything has to be analyzed. Everything has to be dissected. Has to be it's all about creativity. That's cool. That's nice. That's cute. That's nice and furry and fuzzy and comfy. But it's about the dollar sign. It's all about the bottom line. It's all it's about. Getting this money. That's all this is about. Has been and it always will be. All about the dollar sign. Don't get it confused, kids. What do you think this show is about? You think I'm just running my mouth to run my mouth? No, I'm trying to get paid. Are you serious? I'm putting up with this black shirt and this gold tie and this black hat for what? So I can just say, oh yeah, I have a YouTube channel. Yeah, it's not a faceless one that you can get hundreds of millions of views off of, allegedly. I see that shit all the time. I see that. Yeah, you got to start that YouTube channel faceless. You don't have to show your face. You can just start making millions of dollars. Like, it's complete bullshit. I want to see the person who definitely made. No, really, it's real. No, it's true. You can have it. You can do it, man. Yeah, bullshit. But yeah, it's all about the money. It's all about the mother money. That's what Troy Ave said. So that's facts. That's reality. That's true. It's all about the money. Has been, all is, and always will be about the money. People have screen notes when they're screenwriters. They get notes from the producers and executive producers and say, yeah, can we take out that line? That's not going to work well in Iowa and Indiana. Wisconsin's not going to like that line. No, the South isn't going to buy this movie. They're not going to like this movie at all. It's not going to fly well. It's not going to be received well. We got to take out this whole entire movie. This whole concept is not right. You can't do this whole movie. I'm sorry. So that's, just to sum up, Diddy is a gangster. Don't let anybody fool you. He is a straight up gangster as ever, as anyone could be. He is the number one gangster. He said number one, public enemy number one. Yeah, that's right. You are public enemy number one. All right, second half of the show. All right, so it's been 5 days since the 23rd anniversary of the horrific events of September 11th, 2001. I have to say September 11th, 2001, because there are multiple 9/11s. There's only one 9/11 2001. Okay, so that has to be dissected. And I've been watching documentaries, and I'm watching this one documentary about this man. He survived, and he looks like he had everything intact. He had his mind intact, that's for sure. And he's explaining how the North Tower of the World Trade Center was hit, right? And it stood the brunt of the force that the plane struck it. Then, everybody felt that in the second tower. Obviously, it's only a few inches, a few feet away from it. And everybody's like, go back to your desk, go back to work, get to your office. You're safe. They're worse than the terrorists. The terrorists, I think Muhammad Atta said, go stay in your seats. Everybody, I'm paraphrasing. Everybody, if you don't make any stupid moves, we're heading back to the airport. Everything is okay. Just be quiet or something like that. That's what Muhammad Atta said. I'm paraphrasing, of course. So, that whole mentality, go back to your desk. Do we go back to our desk in everyday life? I wondered that because it was fun. It was weird. Because I said, do we still do it? Do we still go back to our desk? I'm saying metaphorically. Do we know there's danger imminent? We don't know everything. See, that's why that's a quote. I think it was Sir Francis Bacon that said, knowledge is power. Let me make 100% sure I said that. Knowledge is power. Yeah, Sir Francis Bacon said that. He was the first one to say that. Knowledge is power. So we didn't know, and there's a difference between what knowledge is. The different thing. Ayn Rand said, I have to paraphrase her because let me make sure. God damn it. Oh my God. All right, so I'm looking for right now. I'm looking for it right now. Hold on. Some facts are not necessary, but all truths are. So the fact that Osama bin Laden was the mastermind behind this whole horrific, terrible, disgusting, just messy day, just destructive and death-filled day, that constitutes what it means to say that okay, that's true. That's that's a fact, and it's true. But that fact wasn't necessary for the person in the South Tower with landing gear hanging out, in a suction of air going through, and there's pouring jet fuel, and the lights are flickering, and he was just told to go back to his office. Mind you, just a few minutes ago, he said this tower is safe. Nope, it must have been an accident. It didn't happen. It's all right. But when that second plane hit, it's like Mos Def said, unlike the second plane that made the towers face off. That shit that lets you know it's really not a game, dog. Like, that's real. That's the truth. So do we do that in our own lives? He went back to his desk. But then he was like, I got to get out of here. So he made his way out, obviously. But I don't know if we continue to do that though. I don't know if we continue to have in our minds that we're supposed to go back to our desk, just live, business as usual, keep it moving. Do we go back to our desk? How many of us do I do that? I try to say in my mind, I don't go back to my desk. To be honest with you, I'm trying to think of a situation where I was like, yeah, I better sit here and just. Take this. But I don't go back to my desk. If it's my business, especially, I don't go back to my desk. If I have to handle business, that's the fact on that. That's the truth about that. So I'm gonna continue to watch these documentaries. They're very well produced. I'm just amazed at these survivors. There's one woman. She found another woman in the stairwell. She had an asthma attack. She gave her the one lady gave the other lady her asthma inhaler. She was able to survive as well. Yeah, so I mean, like, what do we have? 330 million people in this country. I would say 250 million people have PTSD from 9/11. What is it called? Undiagnosed, not official. I'm saying just in general. We've watched on TV. We've seen all the different debris falling and the people horrifically burned and people that were mangled and just the ugliness and the horrific nature of the entire day. It just rips at you. It completely rips at you. Your entire psyche. I mean that controls your brain. That really affects you, and it'll be like that for generations to come. I mean, like I said, I'm watching these documentaries that they have come out since then, and they just hit you in the gut like a punch. Because you had the idea, go back to your office, go back to your desk. He heard warning signals. Everything is fine. Go back to your desk, business as usual. Continue today. We got money to make. That's what it is. Sadly, money. What are you going to argue about? What are you going to argue about? Are you going to argue about somebody's, getting that money, or saving somebody's life who just, collapsed on the side near a fire truck? There's more important things than money. Money is the truth. Money is the reality, and money is the best thing that we have in our minds. What do you think they attacked us for? What do you think the World Trade Center was? Those are just two towers of money. That's everything. Every floor, up to 110th floor, was all about making money. Everyone. There were banks. There were financial services. There were all kinds of different, fiscal businesses. Everything. Everybody who was in the view. What was it? The Wonders of the World or something like that, and the cafe and stuff like that. All that money. Everything's money. The plaza, the newspaper stands. All that money, 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 money. And we can't demonize money. It's not money. Is an inanimate object or an ideal. And it took money for them to do the terrorist attacks. I think it took like $10 million or something. I'm just pulling that way out. Let me make sure, because that sounds crazy. It could be more or less. How much did it cost? Looking for it now. The 9/11 attacks cost allocated between 400,000. Oh, I was way off. Good thing I knew my research. Oh, goodness gracious. But it only cost $500,000 about that to plan and carry out. The hijackers spent most of this money on travel, flight training, and living expenses. The attacks caused a significant amount of damage and economic loss, including property damage. The World Trade Center towers and the Pentagon were damaged, costing about $100 billion. Okay? $500,000 to do all this cost $100 billion. Economic damage, estimates of the total economic damage range up to $2 trillion with a T. $2 trillion. Insurance losses total about $59 billion in 2024. Victim compensation, $7 billion was awarded to 97% of the families through the September 11th Victim Compensation Fund. Wars in Afghanistan and Iraq. Brown University scholars estimate the cost of these wars about $4 trillion with a T dollars. Okay? Afghanistan and Iraq. The irony, I still don't know. I'm have to get an expert on the line because I don't know why we even went to Afghanistan or Iraq when it was about Saudi Arabia and Iran. I'm still somebody needs to sit me down that way and kind of understand Afghanistan. I get that a little bit, but that's not really. That's like your cheek and your chin. You know, it's like I punch you in the chin, but I should have punched you in the cheek. Like, it's a weird kind of space to be because I still don't understand. What do we do? What do we do? What do we do with Iran and Saudi Arabia? Do we just bomb the shit out of them? Or do we, do SEAL Team 6 and Marine Recon and Army Green Berets just to take out the leadership? I said this before. I said it's going to be like, the whack-a-mole. We knock down one, evil regime, another one pops up, and another one pops up, and another one pops up. So I just think that we should just do that. We should have some kind of response to Iran and Saudi Arabia. Those were the main causes of all this. And we went to Afghanistan and Iraq, and it's like, excuse me, oh God, excuse the way I speak, okay? I can't think of the word. Excuse the expression. God damn, see how my brain works? It's crazy. But excuse the expression, but it's like, having sex with a woman in her armpit, You might feel something, you might feel good. This feels all right. This is good. But if you're trying to have a baby or something like that, you're doing nothing. You're not even like close. You're not even in the right vicinity to where you would be making a baby. Like, yeah, it feels great. Probably it's probably, you can feel some kind of way about it, I'm sure, but it's not going to get you a kid. So that's what it felt like for Iraq to me. It was just like screwing a chick's arm or her armpit. That's what Iraq was. That's what it was to me. And then you can go further back, Vietnam. What the hell? All what was it? 58,000 American lives for what? We still don't know. Why are we going to Vietnam? I don't know. Well, we had communism around the world, and I don't know. Did we win? No. Is there still communism in Vietnam? Yes. It's like astounding. I really have to really consider all this because it's just a mess. Almost 3,000 people lost their lives on American soil on that day. And since then, we just been fighting. We just been infighting with each other. Oh, red state, blue state. Oh my God, MAGA and EID and or DEI and CRT and all. Just a big mess. Do we need another terrorist attack? I hope we don't. I've always thought about, man, we got to have a positive 9/11, like just a tremendous 9/11 that'll generate trillions of dollars. that'll generate trillions of dollars, that'll have more people create, more ways to make money, create ways to build lives and build up our living standards and everything like that. A positive 9/11, it's impossible, I think. Can't do it all in one day. You just can't. You can demolish and destroy. That's the sad part about reality. But that's just a part of reality. Took what? Decades for the towers to be destroyed. Took only a few minutes to an hour for them to collapse into nothing, and millions and thousands of lives forever changed for the negative. I always said there could be a positive 9/11, but I don't think there can be. I don't think it's proper to even think of that. But we do need something to replace the rancor and the ugliness and the just the vitriol that we have for each other. You vote for Trump, you're stupid, you don't know nothing. Oh, you voted for Biden, you're an idiot, you have nothing in your mind. Just ugly American talk, just terrible. Makes no sense. Excuse me. It's just vicious. So we go through our lives. We go through our way of living. We go through our lives as American citizens, and we continue to live this way, and we live in that mindset. Go back to your desk, go back to your office. I hope there's I'm saying it as a metaphorical way. We go back to our desks, we go back to our offices. But I hope that's like an update on every skyscraper the world over. Okay? Don't go back to your desk. Don't go back to your office. Don't do anything except get the hell out and away. That's what they should have been saying. Like, we don't know what the hell is happening, but now we know. See, that's knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Again, knowledge is power. We have to realize that. Okay, we got Son of the Cunt in here. He switched his name up to Vision X, but I'm not fooled. It's Son of a Cunt. I see you. See you. I see you. So I've been going through 47 minutes. No, I was never mad. I was laughing. If you don't recall, you can go back to the video. I was laughing the whole time. I'm not scared of you. I'm not afraid. That was cute what you did. I'm not trolling anymore. That's cute. That's cute. You're trolling right now. What's up, my cousin? Come on, that's trolling. I don't do cousin, brother, stuff. You're not my cousin. You're not my brother. That's trolling right there. You think, come on now. That was cute. That was, like I said, what you're doing now is even cute. But I appreciate it. It was a joke. Okay, so it's a joke. That's fine. Who laughs? You're saying it's a joke now because if it was a joke at the first, you would say, oh, this is just a joke. But ... But now after this has been exposed, after you've been exposed, it's, oh, it was just a joke. It was just a joke. Come on, man. Oh, I win. Like I had to say that automatically. Like nobody knew I already won. That's not even like a given. That was already done. I know I won. You don't have to tell me. But this is what I'm talking about. This is an example of, go to Son of the Cunt is an example of somebody that says, go to your office, go to your desk. Everything's okay. We just had, a little incident with the North Tower. We're in the South Tower. So everything's going to be fine. we're okay, and then it was crazy. It was wild. Okay, to the topic. I am on the topic. This is the second half of the show, so I get to talk about what I'm saying. I just got this. New photos of Trump's ear show absolutely no damage or injury whatsoever, and people have serious questions. That's anything goes news, so they don't seem like a reputable source. So I'm just gonna take that as bullshit. Basically, I think he was struck in the ear. I don't think it was any kind of conspiracism or anything like that. They're not a reputable source on. Would you be down for a fist fight? Do you want to be in cuffs, or do you want to be, in the jumper suit, orange jumpsuit, or you want to throw hands? Why are you being cute right now? Why are you being really cute? Nobody says you want to throw hands or you want to down for a fist fight. You just fight. Nobody says, "Oh, do you want to go? Do you want to go? You want to go? You want to go?" They don't say that anymore. It's just fight. You sit back and cold cock somebody. That's it. So it's not about that. Okay, 6ix9ine, I see you. Okay, you're saying I see you because I already said I see you. Son of the cunt. But I appreciate your viewership. Thank you for adding, viewership to my channel. Appreciate that. But I just want to explore that whole metaphorical sense. Do we go back to our offices? Do we go back to our desks? Are we continuing to do that? I was just like, I'm stunned, like watching the documentary. I think I've seen it before, but I was watching it again, and it's just like sad. It really is sad because I don't know how many hundreds or maybe hundreds of people could have been saved. Probably more people could have been saved had they not gone back to their office and to their desk. Who knows? Untold numbers of people in the South Tower who could have been saved. And that's what people forget too. North Tower was struck first, but the South Tower collapsed first because it was like a direct hit into the structural setting of how the building was constructed. So it definitely could not withstand the intense jet fueled heat that was burning so intensely. So we have to remember that. We have to remember that there are people that are so adamant about that phrase. Go back to your desk. Like, nah, nigga, I'm not going back to my desk. And like even my dad said, he was going to come home to see his kids, my sister and myself. And we were far away from danger or anything. We were living in Delaware, but he was saying to his boss, he was like, I gotta get out of here. And it's like his boss was like, oh, you can't go. But his boss's boss was telling him that he could go. So that was special because like who know really that day, who knew? There could have been multiple planes all over the place. They didn't know it was just 19 hijackers. Could have been 1,000 hijackers, on multiple flights going into LA, going into Chicago, going into Houston. Who knows? It just happened to be in New York, Washington, and a field in Shanksville, Pennsylvania, which was they said that it was supposed to go to the Capitol. And that's almost, I don't know if it's ironic. It kind of is ironic because it's like Americans, it wasn't like in foreign invaders. It was domestic criminals who were the cause of J6 or January 6th of 2021 And that is, the key to all this. That's that horrific idea of what we are. And I'm sure that happened too. I mean, the literal sense and the capital. Oh, it's okay. You can go back to your office. A lot of people's lives were saved that day because I think they figured out that that phrase, go back to your office, or the ideal of go back to your office is lethal. It's lethal. It shows that you don't have a firm grasp of reality. You're saying go back to your office, go back to your desk, everything's fine, everything's okay, because not everything is okay. Obviously, as you find out when landing gear and jet fuel pour through your office building. That's the sad part about all this. That's what's so disgusting. But I want to talk about the beauty because I'm always on the positive. The beauty is, I think we learned, and I think they had. Even on September 11th, I think they had multiple, and before 9/11, they had multiple drills. That's why we had, everybody's like saying, everybody's talking about how in school we would just be like, okay, we got a fire drill. Here's another fire drill. Okay, here's a tornado drill. Here's an earthquake drill. Whatever whatever the case may be. But those drills are very serious, and I think they had drills on 9/11. Okay, do your thing, son of the cunt. Do what you gotta do. Don't be cute, real cute. That was cute. Don't run. But that was cute. Be cute, and maybe you could go back to your office or in your desk. Maybe you could be one of the ones that go back to your office. But I wouldn't say that. I won't even say that because that's cheap. That's what you want me to do. That's what you want me to say. Like you rankled me, like you ruffled my feathers or something like that. You're just waiting in the wings, and I'm doing my thing. Wizard, I never see when you go live. Well, you see me now, don't you? And you saw me the other day. What are you talking about? You never see me when you don't say never. Son of the cunt who just changed his name. You can see him. He was giving, talking just above. We're just on here. I'm put hands and feet on. Okay, get cute. Ha ha ha. He. Do what you got to do, because I may lose. I'm fine with losing a fight, but I'll be goddamn if I don't try. I don't care. I really don't care. That's just me. I could lose a fight, but I'm gonna try my damnedest. I really don't care. So that all that cute, I'm gonna put hands and feet on you. All right, put hands and feet on me, and you might win. Cool, great, whatever. But I'm gonna try my damnedest to do most damage to you. I know how to fight. I was trained in the United States Marine Corps. We had a lot of fighting. We had Marine Corps martial arts program. I know about fighting. I know what it is, and I can aim too. By the way, I have the firepower, but I can aim. I got the lowest marksmanship badge, by the way, but I can still get a possible now and then. Possible is a hitting in the black every time. Not you don't hit anywhere but the black on the white target. That's what that means. So he can continue to be cute when I'm talking about something serious now. Something, trying to get some positivity, But yeah, 9/11 baby, as like the late great Paul Mooney would say. He was like, baby, 9/11, 9/11. He would just say it, because it's so deep. It is so profound. I mean, we're gonna have art. You're gonna have operas. You're gonna have plays. You're gonna have films. More TV shows. You got the Glock. No, I don't have the Glock. I don't have the Glock. Look at that. Hey, somebody view deleted message. What is that? I don't even know what that means. What does view deleted message mean? So there you go. He's too out of pocket. Yeah, well, I didn't delete his message or anything like that. I guess the algorithm got him. Something got him. Wizard, where's that donation? I need at least $5 or $10. I got $160 a day. $160. I need at least $10 out of you. $20 out of you. Something like that. Whatever you can do. $160. $160 to go. Let's get it. Got a few more minutes left. I live out my MacBook. Well, I'm going to cease that. I'm probably going to stop that because I could have been my mistake. It's so unpredictable, my MacBook. I love it to death, but it's very unpredictable. I don't understand why it was blank. Like it would go completely blank when I was trying to go live. You got no. You see the top? I got 3 main places: Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. If you don't got that, look into it. That's all I can say. Look into Cash App, Venmo, and PayPal. Will Ferrell's got a goddamn commercial out about PayPal. He I don't know what his career is weird. He's got a weird career. He's got like huge movies. He was great presence on SNL. He does, a lot of guest spots when he's on Conan, but I don't know. He's a weirdo. I like him though. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm saying that he's just strange. He's like Prince. Like I love Prince. He was a weirdo though. Like Michael Jackson, he was a weirdo. They're different spaces. I guess you can call them brats. Is that the new Gen Z way of acknowledging people? They're brats. Oh my God. No, I don't have Apple Pay. Is the short answer. is a long over the river and through the woods. We're saying I don't have Apple Pay. But if you can just give me Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, I'll be a happy man. But if not, that's cool too, because I'm about to get out of here. It's been over an hour. So, yeah, so don't, in most circumstances, don't go back to your office. Don't go back to your desk. Don't do it. And that's like for every situation. Don't go back to your office. Don't go back to your desk. Get out, run, save as many lives as you can. Do the right thing that way, and you will survive. I'd like to thank everybody that came through, all the views I have. I appreciate it, and I'll see you sometime tomorrow, probably at the same time. I like this slot. Give me a few views. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Take care.